Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Maths Equation. In this video, we are going to discuss practice set number 1.3 from algebra. So, let's start. So, this is question number 1 from practice set number 1.3, in which we have to solve this determinant. Okay, now in case of this determinant, to solve this determinant, we have to complete this activity. Activity is given there. Okay, so let's start with that answer here. Now, in case of this, these 3 and 2, these two are called as a row. If we consider these 3 and 2, this is a row, this one is also row, 4 and 5. Now, if we consider 3 and 4 and 2 and 5, then this will be a column. Now, to find out the value of determinant, we have to take the cross multiplication of these two, that means 3 and 5 minus multiplication of these two numbers. So, for that purpose, we can write here 3 into, now 5 is there. So, we can write here 5, okay, 3 into 5, that means first number and the fourth number. Okay, so multiplication of these two, 3 into 5 minus, this minus is compulsory, so 2 into 4. So here in this in this box there will be a 2. So let's find out that multiplication over here. So 3 5s are 15. Okay, and this 2 4s are 8 is given. So 15 minus 8, what is that answer? We know that. So that will be a 7. Okay, how simple is this to solve this determinant? So let's move toward the question number 2nd. This is question number 2nd, in which question is that find out the values of following determinant. That means determinants are given like this. We will consider these two examples first of all, like the previous one. So let's start with that first one. So here it is, we can start from this one. So take the first one, this will be a minus 1 into, now this fourth number, that will be a 4 minus, mind well this minus is compulsory. So 7 into 2, like these two. So 1 minus 1 into 4, that will be a minus 4 minus 7 4s are 7 2s are 14, and so minus minus will become plus, but sign will be remain minus. So this will be minus 18. How simple is this to solve this determinant? Okay, so let's solve this one also. Similar to this first one, this 5 into 0, that means 5 into 0, like this we can write also like this, minus 3 into minus 7. Okay, so this will be 5 0 0. So minus minus will become plus. This will be 3 7s are 21. So this will be, that answer will be 21. How simple is this? Okay, so let's take the third sub question of the question number 2. So this is sub question number 3 from the question number 2, in which again we have to solve this determinant. And in case of this determinant, look at that determinant. Fractions are given. So it doesn't matter, even though fractions are there, we will use the same method here. So the first one is, this is 7 upon 3 into, now the last one, 1 upon 2 minus. Now the second one, 5 upon 3 into 3 upon 2. So let's find out the multiplication of these two fractions here. So multiplication of the numerator at numerator, 7 1s are 7 upon 3 2s are 6 minus, here it is now, 5 3s are 15 upon 3 2s are 6. Now look at the denominator of the both, and it is the same. If it is the same, at that time you have to directly subtract the numerator. Okay, so this will be 15 minus 7, so that will be So 15 minus 7, that will be minus 8 upon 6. So let's simplify this one and we will get here that answer, that is minus 4 upon 3. How simple is this? Doesn't matter, even though fractions are there, don't worry about the fractions, go with the same method, you will get that answer easily. Let's move toward the question number 3. So in this question number 3, we have to solve that simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule. Okay, so what is the question? The first question is, look at here, that two simultaneous equations will be given. That question is, solve the following simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule. So let's solve this simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule. Now look at the both equation here. 3x minus 4y is equal to 10, and second one is 4x plus 3y is equal to 5. And now before starting with this example, you must know that every example should be there in this form. So this like ax plus by is equal to c. Okay, standard form of the linear equation in two variables. In this form we have to write that given simultaneous equation. Now in a first example, these two linear equations are already in the standard form, so need not to do anything. Okay, so let's start with the answer of this question. So first of all, to solve this simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule, we have to find out the value of d. And how to find out the value of that d? So just look at here, d is equal to, so let's take that determinant like this. So in case of this d, we have to take the coefficient of first and second term of the first equation. So we will write that 3 and this 4 will be as it is here, but mind well, this is a minus 4. Okay, now second one will be 4 and this one is 3. So this is the determinant. So let's find out the value of that first determinant. How simple is, we already discussed how to solve that determinant. So 3 into 3, so we will write that 3 into 3 like this, minus this one now minus 4 into 4. So 3 3s are 9. So this minus minus will become plus. 4 4s are 16. So d is equal to 25. Okay. Here we got the first value, that is d. That means to find out the value of this d, we have to take the coefficient of the first and second term like this. 3 is here, minus 4 is here. Now below that, coefficient of the second equation, first term, second term, like 4 is here, 3 is here, done. Now the next thing is this, find out the value of dx now. Okay, again we have to take the determinant. Now in case of this dx, we have to take this constants first of all. Look at this, see that is the constant. So which is the constant? 10, and second one is 5. So we can write like this also, 10 and 5 is here. Okay, in a column. Now thereafter we can take the coefficient of this term, second term. So this will be minus 4 and this will be 3. So let's find out this find out the value of this dx. So we can write here also. So 10 into 3 as usual, 10 into 3 minus, so this is a minus, again that minus is, that means we will take in a bracket. So minus 4 into 5. So this will be 10 3s are 30, minus minus will become plus now. So 4 5s are 20. So that dx is equal to, look at here, dx is equal to this 30 plus 20, that means 50 is here. Okay, we got that value of dx. Now the value of dy now, dx dy. So dy is equal to, again we have to take the determinant here. Now which is the first term, this 3x, and in case of this equation 4x. So take the coefficient of the first term of the both equation. So this will be a 3 and here is a 4, and constant 10 and this is 5. Okay, so we can write over there. Now in case of a dy, we have to take the coefficient of the first term in a column 3 and 4. Look at that, 3 and 4, and the constant. Look at this constant. Okay, so keep in your mind this carefully. Let's find out the value of that determinant. So again, that will be 3 5s are like this, 3 into 5 minus 10 into 4, like that you can write also. So this will be 3 5s are 15 minus this will be 40. Okay, so that answer will be 40 minus 15, and that will be 25. Okay, but that answer will be minus 25. So dy is equal to minus 25. Here we got the three values. First value is d, okay, which is very important again, and this dx and dy. So let's find out the let's use that Cramer's rule. Okay, so we can write here by Cramer's rule. Now what is that Cramer's rule? By using that Cramer's rule, if we want to find out the value of that variable x, so x is equal to dx. That formula is dx upon d. Look at that, dx upon d. Now this is the formula, and similarly y is equal to dy upon d. Okay, this is the formula. So let's put down the values in both formulae. So dx is there, that is 50 upon d is 25. So x is equal to 25 ones are 25, 25 twos are 50. So that means x is equal to 2. Now this is the value of the first variable. Okay, now here it is. So dy is equal to how much? That is minus 25 upon 25. So 25 ones are 25, 25 ones are 25. So that y is equal to minus 1. In this way, easily we can find out the values of x and y variable. How simple is this? Okay, but we have to write the answer in word now. So that final answer will be here like this: x and y is equal to. So which are the solution? So x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 1 is the solution. Okay, now this is the answer. In this way, you can easily find out the solution of the given simultaneous equation. How simple is this? So let's move toward the second question. So this is question number 2 from the question number 3. So which are the two simultaneous equations are given here? 4x plus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0, and 6x is equal to 8 minus 5y. Now mind well, in case of these two equations, both equations are not in the form of ax plus by is equal to c. Okay, so we have to write these both equations in this format. So let's convert that both equation. So 4x plus 3y, transfer that minus 4 to the RHS, so it will become 4 plus 4. Okay, so this is equation number 1. Now this one, 6x as it is, that 5y will become plus 5y, minus will become plus, and that 8 as it is. So this is the equation in a standard form now. Okay, so this is equation number 2. So let's find out the value of determinant. The first one is d. So to find out that d, we know that how to take the determinant. The determinant is coefficient of the first two terms. So this will be 4 and 3, 6 and 5, like this. You can take like this also, 4, 6 is here, 3 and 5, like this. So let's solve this one here. 4 into 5 minus 3 into 6. Okay, so this will be 4 5s are 20 minus this will be a 18. 3 6 are 18. So D is equal to 2. Okay, here we got the first determinant value of that D. So let's find out the value of dx now. As we discussed in a last example how to take that determinant for dx. So let's take that determinant, and we know that we have to take the coefficient first of all in the column 4 and 8. So let's take that 4 and 8 is here. Now in a second column coefficient of the second term 3 and 5. So this will be a 3 and 5 is here. Okay. So again by making cross multiplication. So this will be 4 into 5 minus 3 into 8. So this will be 4 5s are 20 like this here. Okay. Now minus 8 3s are 24. Okay. So that answer will be dx is equal to minus 4. Okay, here it is. Done. So let's find out the value of dy now. So here it is. We will keep this for our convenience. So dy is equal to, now that determinant is here. So which is the determinant? Coefficient of the first term. So this will be 4 and 6 will be here. Okay, and coefficient and the constant. So again 4 and 8 is here. So let's find out the answer here. 4 and 8 cross multiplication. 4 into 8 minus 4 into 6. This 4 into 6. So this 4 8s are 32 minus 24. Okay, and that answer will be, so therefore dy is equal to this will be 8. Okay, in this way easily we can get that value of dx d then dx and dy. So let's use that Cramer's rule over here. So with this star we will write here, therefore by Cramer's rule. So what is that Cramer's rule? X is equal to dx upon d. Okay, and what is that? Next one is y is equal to dy upon d. Okay, so let's put down the values here. Dx is equal to how much? Here it is, minus 4. So minus 4 upon d is 2. Here it is. So 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So x is equal to minus 2. And here it is now. Dy is equal to 8. So this will be 8 upon 2. Again 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. So y is equal to 4. So let's write down that answer in word now. So what is that answer? With the star we will write here that again x and y, these variables are given. So is equal to, now what is there? Minus 2 and 4 is the solution. Is the solution. Now this is the answer. Okay, how simple is this to find out that answer of the given simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule. So let's move toward the next question. This is question sub question number 3 from question number 3. Again here we have to use that Cramer's rule to solve the simultaneous equation. So let's start with that answer. Again we have to find out that value of d, and we know that how to find out that d. So d is equal to, let's take that determinant here. So coefficient of the first two term. So coefficient of this x is not given, that means this is a 1, second one is a 2. Now here it is again 2 and minus 3. So let's find out that answer here. 1 into minus 3. So this will be like this. 1 into minus 3 minus, now multiplication of these two, that means cross multiplication, 2 into 2, or you can write like this also, 2 in bracket 2. So 3 ones are 3, so minus 3, again this minus as it is, 2 twos are 4. So what will be that answer? D is equal to minus 7. Here it is, the first one. So let's find out the dy now, dx. So dx is equal to, again determinant we have to take here. Okay, so how to take that determinant? First of all, let's take that two constant here. So that will be minus 1 and 12. Now coefficient of the second term in a column. So 2, okay, minus 3 like this. So let's solve this one also by making cross multiplication. Now here it is minus 1 into minus 3, cross multiplication, minus 2 into 12. So this minus minus will become plus, 3 ones are 3, minus 24, 12 twos are 24. So that answer will be dx is equal to, this will be minus 21. Okay, so dx is equal to minus 21. So let's find out the dy now. So here it is, with the star we can write here, dy is equal to, again we have to take the determinant here, coefficient of the first term in a column, 1, and this one is 2. Now here is minus 1 and 12. So let's find out that answer over here. Okay, 1 into 12, 1 into 12 minus, now look at this, minus 1 into 2. So 12 ones are 12, plus, how this plus, minus minus will become plus now. So 2 ones are 2. So that answer will be dy is equal to 14, like this. Okay, so here we got that three values, d, then dx and dy. So let's put down that value in a Cramer by using Cramer's rule. So therefore again we can write here by Cramer's rule. Now what is that Cramer's rule? We know that x is equal to, so dx upon d. Okay, this is for x, and y is equal to dy upon d. Okay, here it is. So put down the values here. Dx is minus 21. So this will be minus 21 upon 7. But that 7 is also minus. So minus minus will become plus now. So 21 upon 7. So x is equal to 3. So 7 ones are 7. 7 threes are 21. So this is the first one, value of that x. Now here it is y. So this will be 14 upon minus 7. Okay. So again, if one of them, either numerator or denominator is minus, that answer will be also minus. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. So y is equal to minus 2. Okay. So this is the answer. How simple is this? So let's write down that answer here with the star. So x and y is equal to, okay, x is equal to 3 and y is equal to minus 2 is the solution, like this. How simple is this? To find out the solution of the given simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule. Okay, so let's move toward the question number 4. So this is a fourth sub question from the question number 3, in which again we have to use that Cramer's rule here in these two simultaneous equation to find out the solution of the given simultaneous equation. 6x minus 4y is equal to minus 12 and 8x minus 3y is equal to minus 2. So let's solve this simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule. So for that purpose, let's find out the value of that d first of all with the help of determinant. So let's take that determinant here. So coefficient of the first two terms. So this will be a 6 and here is a 8 in a column, minus 4 and this is minus 3. So let's find out that answer or solve that determinant by making cross multiplication. 6 minus 3, 6 into minus 3 like that, minus, now here it is again. So minus 4 into 8 like this. So 6 3s are 18, that will be a minus 18. So this will be a minus, minus will become plus. So this is 4 8s are 32. So D is equal to, this will be a 14. Okay. So in this way easily we can find out that value of D. So let's find out the value of dx now. And we know that in this dx we have to use that determinant, but first column is coefficient, so constant. So minus 12 is here and below that minus 2. So here it is now coefficient of the second term, so that will be a minus 4 and minus 3. So let's solve that here again by making cross multiplication. Minus 12 into minus 3 minus. Now this is the first multiplication. So we will take in a bracket for our convenience, minus 4 into minus 2. So this minus minus will become plus. So this will be a 36 plus. Look at that, 36 minus minus will become, this will be a minus definitely. Okay. Why this is so? Because here is a minus and this minus minus will become plus. So plus minus. So let me show that step over here, minus. So multiplication of these two. So 4 2s are 8. So look at this now. So dx is equal to, so I will write that answer here, 36 minus 8. Okay. So how much it is? This will be a 28. Okay. This is the dx, 28. So let's find out the value of that dy now. So how to find out that value of dy? We know that. So with this star we can write here dy is equal to, again we will take the determinant here. Okay. Coefficient of the first term, this will be a 6 and here is 8. Now coefficient of constant, so that will be a minus 12 and minus 2. So let's take that cross multiplication here. 6 into minus 2 minus, this is, we will take in a bracket for our convenience. So minus 12 into 8. So let's solve this bracket now. 6 2s are 12, that will be a minus 12 rather. Okay. So this minus minus will become plus here. Okay. This is 96 and this 96 minus 12. So that answer will be 84. Okay. So dy is equal to 84 like this. Okay. Now here we got the three values. D is here 14 and this dx is 28 and this dy is 84. So let's use that Cramer's rule here now. So with the star we can write here by Cramer's rule. Now what is that Cramer's rule? X is equal to dx upon d, this is the first one, and y is equal to dy upon d. Okay. So let's put down the values that dx is here, here it is 28 upon 14. So 14 ones are 14, 14 twos are 28. So x is equal to 2. Okay. Now there it is. So this is 84 upon 14. Again 14 ones are 14, 14 6s are 84. So y is equal to 6. How simple is this? Okay. So let's write down that answer in word. So that answer will be here like this. So again x and y variables are given, and that values of that variables are 2 and 6 is the solution. In this way, easily we can find out the solution of the given simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule. How simple is this? So let's move toward the next question. So this is fifth sub question from the question number 3, in which again two simultaneous equations are given. 4m plus 6n is equal to 54, and second simultaneous equation is 3m plus 2n is equal to 28. Now mind well, in these two equations variables are not x and y. Now the variables are changed. Now m and n variables are there. So we have to use that variables according to that given equation. So let's start with that, but that step is similar. So first step is whether check out whether given simultaneous equations are in a standard form or not, and both equations are in a standard form, that is ax plus by is equal to c. Okay, so let's find out the value of that d now. So d is equal to determinant. The first determinant is here. So let's take the coefficient of the first two terms. This is 4 is here and 6. Now 3 and 2 is here. So let's find out that values over here by making cross multiplication. 4 into 2 minus, now this one now, 6 into 3. So this will be 4 2s are 8 minus 6 3s are 18. So that answer will be d is equal to minus 10. Look at this. Okay, here we got the first value of that d. So with the star we can write here now d m now. Mind well, look at that. First, instead of taking dx, we have to take the dm now, because which variables are here? M and n. So again we will take that determinant here. Now mind well, in a first dm, that is we have to take the constant first of all in a column. So 54, below that 28. Now coefficient of the second term, this will be a 6 and this is 2. Again by making cross multiplication you can write here also. So 52 into 54 into 2 minus 6 into 28. So the next step will be 54 into 2, that will be a 108 minus, now 6 into 28, that means 168. Okay, so 168 minus 108, so that answer will be dm is equal to minus 60. Look at this, dm is equal to minus 60. So let's find out the value of dn now. Okay, after that dm we have to find out that value of dn is equal to, okay, again determinant we are going to take here. Now coefficient of the first term in a column 4 and 3, now constant is here. So 54 and 28. So here it is. Now this will be 4 into 28 minus, so this will be 54 into 3. Okay, so this will be 4 into 28, that means 112 minus, this will be 54 into 3, that will be 162. Okay, so let's find out the subtraction of these two, and that subtraction will be 50. So dn is equal to 50 now. Okay, here we got that three values. D is equal to minus 10, dm is equal to minus 16 minus 60, and dn is equal to 50. So let's use that Cramer's rule here. by Cramer's rule. So what is that Cramer's rule? Now here instead of that x, we have to take the m now. So m is equal to dm upon d, like this, and the second one is n is equal to dn upon d, like this. Okay. So let's put down the values in this equation. So dm is equal to minus 60 upon minus 10. So that minus minus will become plus upon 10. So 10 ones are 10, 10 6 are 60. So m is equal to 6. Now there dn is equal to 50. This will rather minus 50, because 162 minus 112. So this will be a minus 50. So again here it is minus 50 upon minus 10. So again minus minus will become plus. So that answer will be 50 upon 10. So again 10 ones are 10, 10 fives are 50. So here it is, n is equal to 5. In this way easily we can get that values of m and n. So let's write down that answer in word here. So which are the variables? This m and n, these two variables are given, and that value of that m and n is 6 and this one is 5, is the solution. Okay. How simple is this? Okay. In this way easily you can find out the solution of the given simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule. Okay. So let's find out the answer of the question number 6 now. This is question number 6, sub question number 6 rather, in a question number 3, in which again we have to use that Cramer's rule. But look at that equation number first and second. This is not actually equation number second. 2x plus 3y is equal to 2. Now this is equation number simultaneous equation. And second, look at this second equation. Now this second equation is not in a standard form. That is ax plus by is equal to c. Now we have to convert this equation in a standard form. So for that purpose we will multiply the whole equation by 2, because we don't want that 2 at a denominator. So that equation will be like this, multiplying equation by 2. So this will be 2x minus, so look at that, y upon 2 into 2 is equal to 1 upon 2 into 2. So these 2 ones are 2, his cancel here, 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. So which are the remaining things? So this will be 2x minus y into 1, that will be a y, is equal to 1 into 1, that will be 1. So this is equation number 2. Okay. So for our convenience we can write that equation over here. So this will be 2x minus y is equal to 1. Equation number 2. In this way, if given equation is not given in a standard form of the linear equation in a two variables, you have to solve like this and then write down as equation number 1, equation number 2, simultaneous equation, and rest is same. You know that how to find out the answer. So first of all we have to take d here. So determinant, that means coefficient of the first two terms. So this will be a 2 is here, then 3 is here, again 2 and minus 1. Okay. So by making cross multiplication, this will be a 2 into minus 1 minus 3 into 2, like this. So here it is 2 ones are 2. So minus plus will become minus. So this will be a 3 twos are 6. So that d is equal to minus 8. Okay. Here we got that value of that d. D is equal to minus 8. So let's find out the value of dx now. Again we have to take that determinant here. We know that we have to take the coefficient first of all. So which are the coefficient? Here is a 2, this one is here 1. Now coefficient of the second term, this will be a 3 and minus 1. So let's solve this one again. 2 into minus 1 by making cross multiplication, minus 3 into 1. So again 2 ones are 2, that will be a minus 2, minus 3 ones are 3. So that dx is equal to minus 5. Okay. So let's find out the value of dy now. So with the star we can write here dy is equal to, again we are going to take the determinant here, coefficient of the first term, this is a 2, here is again a 2, and the constant, this is a 2 and 1. So by making cross multiplication, 2 into 1 minus again 2 into 2, so this will be a 2 ones are 2 minus 4. So dy is equal to minus 2. Okay. In this way, easily we can find out the dy. So let's use that Cramer's rule here with the star. By Cramer's rule. What is that Cramer's rule? X is equal to dx upon d. Okay. And y is equal to dy upon d, like this. Okay. So dx is how much? Minus 5. So we will take that minus 5 upon d is minus 8. Okay. So this minus minus will become plus. So 5 upon 8. Now mind well, we can divide these two numbers by the same number. So keep as it is. Okay. So x is equal to, we got here 5 upon 8. So let's take the values in that equation. Dy is given. So this is minus 2 upon, this one is minus 8. So again that minus minus will become plus. And so that answer is y is equal to 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. That means 1 upon 4. Like this. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. Like this. Done. So these are the values of x and y. So let's write down that answer here. So x and y, these are the variables, and values of that x and y are 5 upon 8 and second one is 1 upon 4 is the solution. Is the solution of given simultaneous equation by Cramer's rule. How simple is this? Okay, so this much is enough in this video. If you like this video, share it and subscribe my channel Maths Equation.